the speed of your progression has to be equal to the speed of your adaptation. If we don't follow the protocols, always something is gonna happen. Don't be lazy, just get crazy. Hello, freedivers. My name is Gus. I'm a Molchanovs instructor. I've been doing freediving now for 15 years. I'm the owner of Touchdown Space Freediving School. Today I would like to share with you 5 common mistakes that all the freedivers usually do. Mistake number 1. Don't overcomplicate. Freediving is not a rocket science. Yes, usually all we need to do to get better at freediving is to do freediving. Yes, nevertheless, very important thing is to focus on basics. Very often people want to jump quickly, get to the bigger level, do more complicated things. But the biggest and best results are coming when we are patient and we are going step by step, following every single step very carefully, dedicating enough time and repetition in order to create a nice solid foundation theoretically, understanding all the very important basic theory, and of course understanding very well basic skills. Very often we are very impatient and we are rushing through the knowledge, we are rushing through the skills without solidifying it, without understanding it by heart, without really understanding what the skills are for, why do we need it, and how do we apply them. So don't rush, step by step, focus on basics. So, mistake number 2. Most of the freedivers either don't know or forget how important it is to prepare before in the dry. Yes, dry skills are very important. We can rewire our habitual patterns of behavior, habitual patterns of thinking before we get in the water. Very important to do some dry preparation. It helps our body to adapt to new environments much easier. It helps our nervous system to remember better things, to integrate the information that you are receiving much better. And as a consequence, the training sessions are going to be always much more effective. I would recommend to do 3 things before getting in the water. Number 1 is we do a full body activation, stretching. So we just do basic movements to activate the circulation inside of our body, to increase our sensitivity, coordination, and control of our body. Yes, that is going to help us to prevent injuries and help easier and better adaptation during the session. Second, I would love to put attention that it's quite important to do some specific breathing muscle related exercises that will do the same, help to improve coordination, control, and sensitivity of our breathing muscles. By the way, Alexey Molchanov released foundational breathwork course, on which you can understand a little bit more about how to use your breathing apparatus to get the best results. There will be some really nice advices on what to do to train, to develop, prepare your breathing muscles for good deep dives, and in general for improving your quality of life.
I'm sharing this breathwork system I built for myself. Now it's yours. My name is Alexey Molchanov, and this is my foundational breathwork course.
And third, I would recommend to put attention on, of course, working on abilities to equalize, on muscles that are helping us to shift air inside of our body, and to do some little basic exercises that will help to activate all the muscular groups that are needed for execution of good, easy, smooth equalization. The softer and smoother and more controlled equalization you will have, the easier and more pleasant dives you will have. So these 3 things is a must. It doesn't have to be a really long session. It can be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and then we go in the water. So don't be lazy, just get crazy. Do a little bit of this and your dives are going to be much better. Mistake number 3. Don't rush. Very often People are trying to progress faster, people trying to dive faster, and as a consequence, doesn't give enough time for our body to adapt to changing environment, and as a consequence, facing challenges, obstacles, not being able to enjoy the dive, and sometimes even receiving unnecessary injuries. Yeah, I have this little formula that I always recommend everybody to follow. The speed of your progression has to be equal to the speed of your adaptation. Our body has a very complicated and sophisticated sensory system that is continuously communicating to us. Our body is telling to us if it's okay to go, or maybe it's a little bit too fast, too early. And if we're doing enough training focusing on increasing the sensitivity, ability to understand the signals that our body is sending to us, we can make much better decisions in the moment, and as a consequence have efficient, resolutive, and safe practice. What I observe is that people are sticking to the very rigid training plans, undermining the natural speed of adaptation of the nervous system of the physical body, trying to push themselves faster, deeper, and as a consequence, people get injured, and we don't want that, of course. We're all different. Our psychophysical abilities of every person is different. Everybody needs a different amount of time to adapt to a new changing environment. So be patient with yourself. Don't push yourself. It's the concept no pain, no gain doesn't work here. Try to avoid any violence against yourself and others, and for sure against the surrounding environment. So take your time, be patient, listen to your body, everything is going to be okay. Mistake number 4. Train your brain as much as you train your body. Very often I observe that freedivers spend too much time on focusing on physical abilities and undermine and forget to train our mind. For a successful, pleasant, safe, efficient diving session, it's really important that our mental state is calm. It's really important that we are relaxed, we are focused, and we can hear all the sensory signals from our body to be able to take adequate decisions in the moment. It is very important to understand that being able not to think about unnecessary things in the moment is a very important skill. It takes time, it's trainable, yes. Very often people are a little bit lazy and they don't think about it as an important skill to have. And then during the sessions, make a lot of mistakes, forgetting, being distracted by nervous system being a little bit overwhelmed, too many thoughts for thinking not about the right things and stuff like that. So in order to gain a really calm, composed, steady state of your nervous system, it's important to do regular training. Again, as always, it doesn't have to be a very long, tiring sessions, but it has to be regular, consistent. So in our daily practices, it's important to integrate different strategies of how to work with our mental state, our perceptions, our ability to control our thought flow. On a regular basis, we do little things, and in the long run, we start to gain the skills that are helping us to succeed and complete our goals and become better freedivers as a consequence. Mistake number 5. All the situations that I've ever experienced or faced, assisted, that had some unpleasant consequences were always a consequence of not following basic, simple, foundational safety protocols. If we don't follow the protocols, always something is gonna happen. Maybe sometimes you're gonna get away with not following the safety protocols, but one day something will happen, and nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to pay the price. Nobody wants to take responsibility for that. So it's better to always stick to these safety protocols. They've been over long years, they've been fine-picked, polished, and ingrained in our consciousness. Yes, and I believe that this is a very important part of the freediving philosophy. And if we follow these safety protocols, always everything is going to be okay. All the injuries, all the strange situations in the water usually is the consequence of our made decisions. Decide well. So, what are the few very important rules, protocols that we need to follow? Number one, listen to your body's and mind's temporary limitations. It's very important to understand that we don't need to override our intuitive reflectoric behavior. We have instincts for survival for a reason. Usually it's a communication of our body that something is not happening right. Usually it's a communication of our body that the adaptation is not happening properly. And our job is to take rational, adequate decisions in the moment. If we are continuously overriding the symptoms and signals that our body is creating, there is a very big and almost inevitable chance for having very strange and unpleasant situations, building negative experiences that can lead towards low motivation to continue, doubts, and of course possible injuries that we don't really want. The second thing that we need to follow is never dive alone. And especially if you're trying to explore, experiment, or try maximum attempts, this is a must to have somebody under your supervision. A golden rule is try to have somebody besides you that is going to provide you with assistance in the moment. And another very important factor, this somebody that is assisting you has to have a sufficient amount of information, abilities, and skills to be able to provide this help to you in case of need. So don't dive just with somebody. Find the buddies or partners, teachers, and so on, who has sufficient amount of knowledge, credibility, competence, and enjoy your dives, be safe, and see you in the blue. Don't forget, a deep, experienced freediver is the same beginner that practice basics very much. Many repetitions of basic, important skills make the person deeper as a consequence. Okay.